What's going on, guys? Johnny with Blades of Grass Lawn Care, and welcome to the channel. So if this is your first time here, I mow lawns, and what I do is I show you the process from beginning to end, and also show you the equipment that I'm working with and talk a little bit about it. And again, if you have any questions in regards to any piece of equipment, just leave them in the comment section, and I will try to answer it to the best of my abilities. I will have links to the different brands, my gloves, my pants, shoes, shirt, everything that you see in this video. I have a link in the video description, so make sure you check it out. So today I'm going to mow this centipede lawn that is currently a weekly lawn, but right now it's growing crazy because of all the rain that we've been getting, and it's probably up to like 6 inches, and I got to take it down to 4.5. So the mower that I'm using is a Toro Z Master Revolution, which is a battery powered zero turn mower, and it has a 48-inch deck, and it is made, of course, by Toro, and it has the Toro Turbo Force deck. So it is the same reliable Turbo Force deck that Toro have on their grandstand. So the only difference is this is battery powered. So currently I'm getting 65 properties with one charge. Okay, so I charge this mower on Sundays or Saturdays, and I charge it at nighttime because at nighttime the kilowatt hours is cheaper. And when I deplete this mower all the way to the end, it takes on average 11 to 12 hours to charge fully, and I'm paying, I think the last time I paid $2.47. I think the kilowatt hours were like at 22 or 21 cents per kilowatt hours. But yeah, I've been using it for the past season, at the beginning of the season till now, and it's super reliable. I've had zero issues, and Toro has an awesome warranty, I think. And don't quote me, I will make sure and leave a link to the Toro company, and I think it's like 5 years full warranty, so make sure you check that out. So right now I'm utilizing my shoot blocker, which is by Green Guard, and what I'm doing is just cutting it down to height, and then what's going to happen next is I will do a second pass on it to smooth everything out. And the second pass, this pass is at 4.5 inches. The second pass will be at 4.75. Or you can do it at 5 inches, it's up to you, but that's the way I do it, because this is where I cut, and the second pass is where I'm doing my disbursement of the clippings. So one thing that I want to bring up, and I bring up on all my videos, is that my turf doesn't stripe. It doesn't hold a stripe, okay? So in the past 11 years of making YouTube videos, I get comments all the time. You don't know how to mow. You don't know how to stripe. You're all over the place, etc., etc. Remember, we are mowing completely different turfs. So if I was mowing a turf that stripes, believe me, I will be the best guy striping turfs. Okay? Simple as that. My turf doesn't stripe. It will probably hold a stripe for a few, but then eventually it dissipates. So now this is the side of the property, and the goal here again is to mow it and not throw the clippings over to the neighbor's side. You know, I've seen it many times when guys mow and they have the chute pointed towards the neighbor's lawn, and they have all these clippings, blades of grass, big tall blades of grass just on the neighbor's property. I'm like, God, really? But yeah. And also let me know, guys. I'm I'm doing this real-time mowing thing, so let me know if you guys enjoy this. You know, there's a lot of tips that I kind of just throw out there for you. And remember, this is how I do it. Okay? Now, some guys will trim first, and then edge, and then mow. Some guys will edge, trim, and mow. I'm mowing, then edging, and then I will trim. And again, it's all about the end result. Okay? That's what counts. It's the end result, not how you're doing it, because we all do it differently. Now, this is the other neighbor's side. And once again, the chute is pointing in the opposite direction of the neighbor's lawn, because we are what? We are very considerate of other people's property. And you might say to yourself, it's no big deal. But believe me, to me it matters. You know, a lot of times, to be honest with you, I take ownership of these properties, the way they look, and you know, the end result. And I will tell you this, guys, and yes, it might sound crazy to you, but it's not about the customers. You know what I mean? It's not about them at this point. It's about me. It's about the way I feel when I leave that property. That's the way I look at it, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you're making, right? Because you set the price. So if you're not making what you think you should be making, that is your fault. It's no one else's fault, right? So the customer is paying you their hard-earned money. It doesn't matter if they have a BMW or Mercedes in front of their house, right? They earned that money, and they're paying you for a service. So therefore, you need to do the best job that you can possibly do all the time, right? Do not cut corners. I don't believe in cutting corners. You have to do the best job that you can all the time. It's all about you as an individual. That's the way I see it. Now tell me in the comments if I'm right or wrong. So now, I'm going to go in here. As you can tell, guys, I always lock my trailer. Because again, somebody can just drive up, grab your stuff, and take off. Now, I'm only showing you the front. I'm not showing you the back. Okay, so this video is only about the front yard. Don't worry about the back. The back was done. So now, I'm grabbing the Total Revolution string trimmer. And it is also a battery powered trimmer. I'm using a 2.5 amp battery. And the additional handle right there is called a Darwin grip. And again, look in the video description, you will see a link to everything that I'm using. Now this is showing you that you can get the job done with professional battery equipment. One thing that I want to remind you guys is that, and again, I have to say different brands. Ryobi is not a professional battery product. Ryobi is a homeowner product. Okay? So, in saying that, a lot of guys are buying regular stuff, that is not a professional made, or it wasn't made for professional use, and you're using it out there on people's lawns and then wonder why the battery doesn't last, why it doesn't have power, why it's breaking down on you. The battery was charging at the beginning and now it isn't. So that's the reason why you always have to find a professional brand. Okay? Look at that crispy edge. Now don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'll use a string trimmer, and on bigger properties, I'll grab the stick edger with the blade on it. So again, it depends on how I feel at that particular day. This right here, guys, this is the last property of the day. And believe me when I'm telling you, I am tired. Okay? Right here, I am tired. The only thing on my mind is, let me get this done because this is the last one of the day. Now, how many properties did I do on this particular day? 10. 10 properties were done on this particular day. And yeah, this was number 10. This is number 10. And funny thing is that this is the smallest of all properties. This is the smallest one. So luckily, it was also the last one. So one thing that I try to do is on the borders. The borders are made out of those kind of, bricks where they have the little indentation in it, and the grass is always in that little crack in the corner, so you have to take your time and kind of hit it all the way in there. So here I kind of cut it because you couldn't see what I was doing in the back there. And that's only the side of the house though. Taking my sweet time, taking on a phone call. Now with this 2.5 amp battery, I can get 2 small houses trimmed or 1 large house. The way I trim. Now if you've been following me for a while, you know that I have a way to recharge my batteries inside of my trailer. But if you're curious about the way I recharge my batteries, just go in my video library and I have videos. Guys, do you know I have over 1,800 videos? Man, I can't believe it. 1,800 videos of all kind of topics, and all my videos are educational. Okay, that's what I do. It's all about educating and Yeah, knowledge is power. And also try to entertain you, but most of my videos are educational. So right there, I was just hitting up all the little cracks and stuff. Guys, let me tell you, the worst thing is someone who mows and blow a property and you have grass in the cracks, you know, of the driveway or the sidewalk. My thing is, you are a professional. Quote it, take care of it. I know some of you guys charge additional. Hey, I don't know how you get away with it, but in my area, it is expected. Okay, the same way in your area it is expected to stripe. In my area, it is expected, unless you get to one of those people that just want the yard mowed, they don't want the edge or whatever, which I don't take, because you have to remember that once you leave that property, neighbors are going to see that your truck was parked in front of that property, and the first thing they're going to say is, wow, you left that like that, not thinking about what you and the customer came up with. But again, to each his own. So here I'm just double checking, ensuring that there's no debris, no grass in the cracks. Looking good. Ought to be in Hollywood. See that? I'm moving at a snail's pace. Right here, I am tired. I am tired. I just want to get home. But you guys are important to me, so that's why I had to make that video. So usually I'll grab the Revolution blower, the battery blower, but here I want to go home. So when you need power, what do? You grab the big boy. This is the Echo 7910T. Just grab the 7910T and blow off my mower, my bad. And blow everything and make it nice and crispy. Now, one thing I will remind you is that always make sure that you are taking your time when you're blowing, because the worst thing is you spend all this time making things crispy and you do a crappy blowing job and it looks like crap by the time you leave, right? Because you're in a rush. Just take your time. Take your time, guys. I'm telling you. It's about the satisfaction of walking away from that property or driving away and looking back and going, yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? So I also go to the entrance of the home and blow all that stuff out, even though my grass didn't go that far in. It's all about making the whole place presentable, right? So I went in the back and blew the back patio off, and then came back. That is it. But I'm hot, I'm sweaty, and I need to cool off. Yeah, baby. Get that breeze in there. I still want to look fly. Do you guys still say fly? That shows my age, right? All right, enough is enough. Let's put that back on the rack. Get this mower back in. Oops. Now it has a little slight delay. When you turn it on, you have to wait a few seconds for it to go on the neutral, and then, but if you don't do that, then it'll show you an error message. So that's what happened right there. It's all about patience. So there you go. Turn that baby off. And lock this puppy up. Alright guys, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Check out all my other social media, guys. I post every day on Instagram. I have a TikTok now. So if you want to know what Blaze of Grass Lawn Care is doing, go check me out on my all the social media platforms. Have a blessed one. See you on the next one. Pop Smoke. Peace.